Welcome back here, guys. Warm welcome to this channel and to these solo videos in the part 3 of the series Things No One Tells You About Awakening. If you haven't checked the first and the second part, you can find the links below. And in the third part of this series, I'm going to explore integration. Integration of what is being realized, what is being seen. And first, I want to start with a little bit of story, a little bit of what happened here, just to give you something to reflect. So I had no clue when the initial shift happened. I had no clue that there is a lot going on and a lot will follow. I had no idea. I had no idea that all the buried stuff, all the repressed emotions, all the wounds, all the patterns, that the illusion of the self is, it's like the structure, this illusory structure is keeping those suppressed. When this is not here, all this come up. Maybe some of you hear me saying that this is like the Pandora box opening. I had no clue what will follow. And what will follow, what follows is inevitable. It's life force integrating itself into the new seeing, into the new perspective, in the new paradigm. And again, this is inevitable. It cannot not integrate itself. No matter how much we are, how long or how much we're going to pretend that it's not happening, how many beautiful stories we are going to tell ourselves, life will move itself, not us, but itself, in the direction to integrate, to deepen, to, if you wish, stabilize the seeing. And that means that sometimes integration is soft. It's like a gentle noticing. Maybe integration can happen also during the dream. I had few very powerful dreams like that. And it's soft and tender, pleasant, so you could say. And sometimes it's fierce. It's so intense, unapologetical in a way, and straightforward. And this is the way it works the best. It's like coming inward to scan for all the additional beliefs we still held and to kick them out. So, what does it mean, integration? Integration means that we have to do the work. And maybe you've heard some saying like there is no one here to do the work. Yes, there is no one, but the work has to be done. And in a way, the work is doing itself, and we, as life force moving, learning by that. It's like you can pretend that it's not happening, and then it will find its way to invite you to finally look. Integration is inevitable. And it's the only real way to happen. I mean, real, stable way, I would say. Without a shift, it can't be integration. And integration is inevitable with the shift. So if there is a shift, there must be integration of what is being seen. Otherwise, it's partial. And you know that. I'm not telling anything new here. So the words like shadow work, deep work, emotional work, what else? Conditioning patterns, repressed emotions. Those were, it's like Chinese for me. I'm telling you, I'm sharing, it's just vulnerable here. Those were Chinese language for me. Until I life force itself to look at those in various ways. And finally, it's like, okay, this is what I'm invited to see, to reflect. And there is a lot going on around bypassing around. And yeah, it is a highest form of bypassing to just believe in the narrative that there is no one here to do anything. You can say that beautiful lie hundreds and thousands of times, and it won't change anything in your direct experience. Integration is also sobering. It's like sobering. First is sobering from thoughts. Second is sobering from the belief that I'm here. And there is another sobering that I can just be laying down and just life will do its job. Yeah, the life is doing its job. But you or we or me or what we are is an inseparable part of life. And as that, we cannot not be involved. I mean, I cannot emphasize enough on that. We cannot not be involved in that. How to know if I'm integrating or if there is an integration? Yeah, if you notice that there is a struggle around certain pattern and then suddenly there is no struggle, maybe that means that there is integration happening. If you notice restlessness being there for a long and then you notice there is calmness, probably integration is happening. If you notice being triggered by certain things and then probably not being triggered so um, intense, so hard, probably integration is happening. Yeah, in a way we can relax and trust that it cannot not happen. But again, we have to do the work. We have to be there for life force showing itself how to move, what to see, where it's blinded. Hmm. Yeah, part of my integration is sitting here and sharing that. This is also integration happening. And I'm far from saying that there isn't anything going on or there isn't integration. No, there is. All the time. all the time. And like the first and the second part, there is always a trap. Here also there is a trap. And the trap is there is no one to do anything. Life just flows and that's it. That's the biggest trap. And when you fell into that trap, it hurts. That's your sign. It hurts. When it starts hurting, when it starts being painful, this is sign. This is a sign. The integration takes place in every layer, every realm of our experience, whether this is relationship, intimate relationship, whether this is friendship, whether this is work, whether this is family connections, whether this is wealth, whether this is health, health, health issues. It's all integration happening. And if one of these layers, maybe layers, yeah, is not quite right, or it feels like there is something missing, this is where I have to look. This is where life invites itself to look, to not pretend that it's not happening. And how do I know that? I don't know. I'm speaking from experience. When there is pain, when there is like again and again something is reoccurring, this is a clear sign that I am avoiding something. I have to look there. And when I say I don't mean I as a separate individual or as something there separate from life. You see, part of the integration is to start using these without fear that you are speaking about someone. Yeah, to speak freely without holding back, without hesitation. That's part of integration. Part of integration is if you notice you feel shame around something. It's also integration. It's an invitation to look. So yeah, in today's video, my invitation is, where do you feel integration is slipping, like it's slippery for you? Where? In which realm of life, of your life? And if you're curious, we can have a look at that together. Much love, guys. And see you in the next one.